So sitting here with Hekkie Budler, obviously just heard that his fight is unfortunately off due to your opponent being ill-disciplined, not coming in and weight. I know there's no good time to obviously approach this interview, but your feelings, if you could just give it to us.
Probably like Colin would say, it's a fuck up. I'm feeling shit. Sorry for the language. Not feeling good at all. I needed to fight. I haven't fought in a long time. But I spoke to my mom just now, and my dad said that, and my mom said that everything happens for a reason. There's a reason behind everything. That's what I believe as well. So the right thing happened. I know with Colin in my corner, I'll have a fight soon enough, and he'll sort things out for me.
Yeah, Colin, you were there watching the guys kind of like, trying to make weight or not trying to make weights. I don't know the full story of what's going on, but just give us some of your thoughts.
Yeah, obviously I'm pissed off. The guy came in as a late replacement. I get that, and obviously guys want fights now, but being so grossly overweight. The guy was like over 4 kilograms. I think it ended up being like something like 8 pounds now. It's just a fucking disgrace. It's a disgrace. Any way you look at it. Like, I get fighters cut weight, and because he was last minute, he probably started to try and lose as much weight as possible. But surely the people around him, the agent and the trainer, knew that he was never going to make the limits. So it's kind of just a waste of time for everyone. The one positive thing is, and you've got to look at it positively, is that Hekkie's back in the gym. He showed a lot of good form. We've got something coming up in the beginning of May, which I'm looking forward to him getting back into training camp after a week and then getting back in. But obviously we wanted to get him back in the winning column. These things happen. Legally, he was just never allowed to take this fight because I think the act says 2.5 kilograms at the most, and this guy was like a whopping 3.65 kilograms, 8 pounds. So it's just a disgrace, and we obviously just let down.
Yeah, and Hex, obviously from your point of view, you're obviously looking forward to getting to the ring after almost 2 years out of the sport, so I suppose this hurts more than it would usually hurt. On top of that, obviously telling fans that, having to tell them that, the fight's off now. Those sort of thoughts.
It's been literally longer than 2 years already. And the weirdest thing is, if you look on BoxRec, under his name, he was supposed to fight this month anyway. So,
yeah.
And I think the fight was to be at flyweight. So it's a K more. It does not make sense to me.
Sorry, Hex, it's literally like a junior flyweight up against a bantamweight, and like the one concern, and I even spoke to you privately behind this interview while the guy was making weight, and I thought he'd make an attempt to lose at least 2 kilograms, I said to you, don't you think, it's a risk because he's so big? But then I thought to myself, heck, his experience, he knows his way around the ring, we'll get this out the way. But literally, it was just a fight that we just simply couldn't, I just wouldn't be comfortable getting in the ring knowing. And then, of course, the acts protecting the fighters, this fight legally was never going to be allowed to happen anyway.
So, obviously there's, financial incurrences as well for this fight. Does Hekkie get paid for this?
Yeah, he should get paid for this fight. Obviously he made the weight, we signed the contract. I'm not so sure about the opponent. If I never see the opponent in his team again, it'll be too soon. It's boxing. It's happened to me before where fights have been pulled off and guys couldn't make the weight, but 8 fucking pounds. 3.65 kilograms is just, there are no words right now.
Yeah, Hex, obviously I'm assuming that you would have liked to get in the ring even despite the weight difference, but obviously by the time you would have got back into the ring you would have been quite heavy as well, so a risk would have been taken there. At the end of the day, you obviously must be happy that call got made. I'm obviously not happy not getting in the ring, but it's all happened the right way, I guess.
Like I told you, if I weigh now, we're probably the same weight. Or maybe it'll still be a bit heavier than me, actually. But we can make the fight. But then how much is you going to weigh tomorrow? Because I'm about 50, 51, 52 now, maybe. And that's as much as I'm going to pick up. I'm not going to pick up more. He's going to pick up probably 5, 6 Ks more. So he's going to be maybe a lightweight fighting against a flyweight. It's not going to... The act is there for a reason. I follow the rules as I have to. Colin's there to protect me. I would have taken the fight. Colin's there to protect me and help me. It's honestly cucked that I'm not fighting, but I've got Colin in my corner. I've always said, even with my last fight, we had an interview. A lot of people said, Colin should have called me, taken me out. I also didn't want to be taken out, but Colin's there to protect me. That's his job, and I protect. How do I say? I follow what Colin says with anything. You can tell me to fucking jump off this building and I'll probably do it. I'll do whatever Colin tells me to do, so.
Yeah, just going back to the opponent, he looked pretty spent and looked down at the weigh-in. But what was interesting though, even though he tried to attempt to go make weight, I don't think he did. I think he was so drained as it is, he could barely even. I mean, this morning we were going to grab a cup of coffee, you and I, and we could see him running with plastics and stuff. So I think he was dead at the weights. But even so, like, the guys around him should have known. Like, yeah, like, I get the division he fights in, maybe short notice, but then don't say yes and follow through with going through to the fights if you know that you're going to come in grossly overweight. It's fucking stupid, you know? It's just wasting everyone's time and money. So it is one of those. I'm not shocked this is boxing. Obviously a bit upset, and we're all pissed off. We wanted Hekkie back in. But like I said, we're looking towards May now. Hekkie showed a lot of good form in the gym, and we're looking to build momentum off of that. Give him a week off, and he'll be back in the gym again.
I mean, if we're going to point fingers at anyone, who would it be in this situation?
Well, you got to point fingers at the guy who actually saw the trainer and the agent, and the guy who said that he could make the weights. I mean, you got to be responsible. You know, we're talking about lives. Yeah, when fighters get in the ring. And also for the fighter, I mean, I don't know him personally. I said if I never see him again, it'd be too soon. But he's also probably got a family and stuff. What about his health? What about him being able to say no to the situation or yes to the situation? The fact is, he's so overweight, there's just no way he's going to make the limits. So I think there's a lot of finger pointing towards that side. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? I mean, it is what it is.
So, I mean, Hekkie, looking forward from this point onwards, obviously it's a devastating moment, and obviously, you know, there's not much to really say about it further, but I mean, what do you do from today onwards?
Take a week break and then get back into the ring. It's my sister's wedding next week, so looking forward to that. So yeah, I've got something to look forward to at least. Yeah, happy for her, so got to celebrate that with them this week. That's what else can I do?
And talking about what Colin said in May, I mean, is that good for you?
Like I said, Colin knows what's best for me. He'll make another plan. I've always said that. I know he's got my best interests at heart. So I'm happy with whatever Colin wants me to do. That's why I'm not even really upset. I'm upset that the guy didn't make weight, but I know Colin knows what he's doing and he's looking out for me.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
I mean, anything like...
No, I mean, it's you know, like I always tell fighters when they start out in the game, like, if you're not willing to face disappointment or get your heart broken, you're in the wrong sport. The sport
continues to like break hearts.
Yeah, I mean, it does, doesn't it? But it also tests your character, and I think this is another test for everyone's character involved with Team Budler. So, like, again, I still think the world of visibility. I still think he's got another legitimate world title run left in him, and he can win it.
I mean,
and it's just one of those things. Pissed off, yes. The sun shines tomorrow, absolutely, and. Hard luck to everyone involved, and even the opponent who couldn't make the limits, and the guys around him should just really shake their heads. They should be absolutely embarrassed by what's happened today.
Still love boxing?
I always love it. Love what I do. Yeah. That's what happened. Sorry to everybody. Sorry guys that I'm not fighting. In May, hopefully we'll have crowds in May and you guys can come and watch. It'll be even better.
Alright guys, I mean, there's nothing more to say
I
really.
think just accept fever to you and to all the guys tuning in to watch us.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks Hayden for always doing the great interviews and keeping boxing where it should be, at the top.
Sure.